to Jenny's Commerce Lab Business Studies. Today we'll be seeing Unit 9. Before that, do not forget to subscribe my channel. Today we are back with a new video and that is related to Unit 9. That is in Part B, Business Finance and Marketing. So, the Unit 9 is about financial management. Now, what is this financial management? That is what today we are going to see in this video. So, what is finance? The money that is required to carry out daily activities in business. So, when there is a business, there is some money that is required to carry out the activities like purchase, sales, making some contracts, then the petty things that we do, like buying a tea, or you can say there are very small, some stationaries or some kind of expenses. So, for all these things, we require money, and that is what finance is. So, you can see over there in the picture that a guy is sitting with some money. So, yes, it is related to money. Now, when we say about such broad meaning, do not think that it is very much, a hard topic or so, but finance is just fun. If you like maths, then it's really fun. So, yes, let's see what is financial management. We already know that management is the um data is a systematic way of carrying out our work. So now financial management is the activities that are concerned with acquisition and conversation of conservation of the capital funds in meeting the financial needs and overall objectives of an enterprise. So we saw that finance is the money required to run the business, and now management is a way of doing it systematically. So financial management is the things that we do in order to acquire funds for our business and how to keep our capital as well, right? So that is the main objective of the business as well, and financial management helps in acquiring such funds. So yes, what are the objectives of financial management? Now we're going to see the objectives of financial management. We already know that it is a systematic way of managing money, but yes, we need to know more about that. So let's go to our next slide. So financial management objectives can primarily be divided into primary objectives and the other objectives. So what are these primary objectives? The primary objective is to maximize wealth of the owners in the long run. So we start a business with rupees 5,000, and in a long run we expect that 5,000 to increase in many numbers, right? So that is a main aim of this financial management, to increase the wealth of the owners of a business. Now the second is what? The market price of a share will increase its benefit from a decision are greater than the cost involved in it. So the market price of a share also needs to be increased. So that is also the primary objective of this financial management. And under that comes the goal of a firm should be to maximize the wealth. Yes, of course. And second is increase the market price. That is the indicator of a healthy business. So when shares in the market, that is a financial market, increases, what does it indicate? The good growth of our business. Okay, so now let's go to the next slide. Other objective. Now we saw that the primary objective is what? To increase the wealth of the owners in a long run, as well as to increase the market price of a firm. Now, other objectives apart from that is ensure availability of funds at reasonable cost, and then ensure effective utilization of funds. And the third one is ensure safety of funds through creation of reserves. So, we saw 3 points that are to ensure the availability of fund. Yes, of course, we need to increase the wealth, but at times business needs some fund. So when the fund is easily available, we can say that we have managed our finance well. Next, we have the funds in hand, but we are not using it in a proper manner, then also the management over here fails. So we also need to ensure that there is a proper utilization of the funds in hand. Now the third is that to ensure safety of funds. Now, what is safety of funds? Suppose we collected some funds for a particular production of some particular product, but some of the money is left, right? Or we can say some leftover money and some profit has come into our account. Now, we are done with all the works we do, but this money is left. Do we party with this? Yes, of course, there must be a success party, but yes, we also need to create reserves for this. What is this reserve? Reserve is a thing that we do for emergency funding. Okay, so when we do create reserves, what happened? When some emergency arises, we can utilize that money. So that's why we keep reserves. They are the secret funds. Okay, next is maintain liquidity and solvency. So what is liquidity? Liquidity is nothing but in the time span in which we can convert into cash. That is, suppose I have some product to convert into cash, that is to sell. When the product is converted in is sold, then what happens? I get the money. So that is what is liquidity. And what is solvency? Solvency is also an indicator of a healthy business. That is a business that has a good amount of cash in hand and it doesn't run out of business. That is what is solvency. Okay, enough funds in hand is known as solvency, and liquidity is the time span within which we can convert a material into cash. Now let's move forward. We'll see the role of financial management. Now this financial management also plays a role. Okay, so what is it? The role of financial management is very important. Yes, of course, when we have to manage money, it is really important that we do pay attention of how to acquire, how to utilize, and how to create the reserves as well, so that our business is a healthy business. So now, what are the roles, size, and composition of fixed assets? So these are some of the activities wherein financial management influences. Okay, so that is, first one is fixed asset. Fixed assets are nothing but the assets which are there for the long run of a business. That is the chair, the table, the building. These are all fixed asset, right? So the size and composition of the fixed asset is really mattered by this financial management. If we have good funds and if we are financially strong, then only we can acquire the best of these fixed assets. And now the size and composition of current assets, this is also uh, influenced by this financial management. The third is financing decisions. That is the amount of the debt and the equity that are to be used. This is also a part that is influenced by the financial management. And now the fourth one is financing decisions, that is about the long term funds and the short term funds that are to be used for financing. So everything that is related to the funds, or the that is a long term fund, that is the investments we can say, and the short term funds as well, these are related or influenced by the financial management. Now last but not the least, all items in the profit and loss account. So whatever items fall under the profit and loss account, this is also influenced by the financial management. So if we jot down these things, it is very easy to remember the assets, the funds, and the items that are in the profit and loss account. So there are many items like sales expense, distribution, depreciation. These are all the things that comes under profit and loss account. You can also jot down some other items as well. Okay, now let's move forward. Now we saw the role, right? Now we will see certain we can divide this into certain decisions also. So these are nothing but the financial decisions. So what are the financial decisions? It can be divided into three, that is investment decision, then the financial decision, and third is the dividend division decision. So now in investment decision, we make a decision about the investment. Where do we invest? So that for the capital budgeting, for the working capital, capital budgeting means it is for a long term, whereas working capital is the capital that is used for the short term. So the decision made for the long run budget, or we can say the capital, and the working capital is the investment decision. Now the second decision is financial decision. So that is about the debt and the equity. What is debt? Debt is nothing but the money we owe to somebody, and equity is, it involves both this uh, owed part as well as the money which is in our hands. So the decisions about debt and the equity, these are also financial decision. And now the third is dividend decision. That is the distribution of dividend and about the retained earning. How do we maintain the retained earning? So these comes under the dividend decision. So these can be divided into three main decisions, that is investment decision, financial decision, and dividend decision. Now the last is nothing but, yes, we have come to the end of the PPT. So I consider this as a useful PPT for you all. And yes, I hope you have understood what is finance, financial management, the objective roles, and the three decisions that we saw today. So, if any questions about this, please do mention in the comment box. Please do like our channel. Please do subscribe if you feel this is valuable. And yes, students, please do come up and also let me know about the topics that you would like to hear from me, so that we can make the best out of this. All the best for your boards.